What up, guys? I'm back and doing another video, and this time we're doing who really is one of the strongest in Marvel Comics. And I got 5 candidates, and I'm gonna go over their abilities, powers, and their strongest forms, I guess. So the first one up is the Eighth Day Juggernaut. And the Eighth Day Juggernaut is whenever he's in his most OP form and he's most in tune with Sidorak. And he was able to best Thor and a few other heroes single-handedly. And beating Thor is not an easy feat to do in itself. So for him to do it, just easily, and I mean easily, he beat him. No problem. So that puts him up on the scale. Now, we already know Juggernaut, he can't be stopped when he's moving. He has a super strength, not invulnerable. He conducts impenetrable, some kind of momentum field. Now, who he's going to go up against is one of my favorites. One of my favorite storylines is King Hyperion. And King Hyperion is not the same as the regular Hyperion. He is from an alternate dimension. And in his dimension, he has killed literally every superhero villain and took over the world. And in doing so, humanity, what they did was basically set off a nuclear strike and killed all of humanity, leaving him to a barren wasteland. So he leaves that dimension and comes to our dimension, basically another dimension. And so they actually do have a fight, but it's not the Eighth Day Juggernaut, and it's not the strongest form of King Hyperion. They fight in Thunderbolts, which is this trade paperback I have here, Violent Rejection. And they fight in this issue of Thunderbolts. Now, when they fight in this issue, Juggernaut is not in the Eighth Day form, and Hyperion, or King Hyperion, is kind of has a device that keeps him in check, so it's not his full peak performance either. But in the fight, basically, Hyperion is winning the fight, and he's beating the Juggernaut up. And he ends up being defeated, though, only because they used the device to subdue him. So I'm going to give the win to King Hyperion. If they didn't have to use the device, he would have beat the Juggernaut hands down. And even if Juggernaut was in his Eighth Day form, I would still say King Hyperion would beat him. Because for him to beat everybody in his own dimension, like from the X-Men to Avengers and everybody, and just hands down just take over the world, is a feat in itself. So King Hyperion would be the winner to me out of Eighth Day Juggernaut and him. Now, the person that could take out King Hyperion and did so, and I believe would be a better candidate to beat him, is Blue Marvel. And this is his first appearance here, Adam, Legend of the Blue Marvel. And Blue Marvel and King Hyperion actually fight. And when they do fight, it's just this knockdown, drag out fight. And it's they're both kind of evenly matched, but then Blue Marvel just steps it up a notch and just totally just knocks out King Hyperion. So that would mean to me that Blue Marvel would win the fight hands down, because he's he has super strength, non-invulnerability, quick healing, flight, energy projection, and his powers, I believe, come from antimatter, basically. So he's able to use energy projections and all other sorts of abilities. So to me, him fighting King Hyperion, he would win hands down, and he actually does. I'll show pictures of it in the while I'm discussing this. But he, to me, is not going to be the strongest there is. Blue Marvel is very strong. Blue Marvel is a formidable candidate to be the strongest, but he is not. Uh, there is one other that if he fought, I believe he would lose to. And if you give me a second, I'm going to do an unboxing, and I'm going to unbox this. This was in my last video from the Jim Lee, but I'm going to unbox this and show you what's in this box and show you the person I believe that is able to single-handedly beat Blue Marvel here. Hold on one second. Okay, I got the box open, and the person that I believe that could beat Blue Marvel hands down with no problem is this gentleman right here, Sentry. This is his first appearance, and this is artwork done by Jay Lee, and I have it in a 9.0. And that's what was in the box. So Sentry is a being that has like abilities like unmatched, like rivaled up to, I'd say, like beyond or towards Superman level. If you were like to rank him up there with like a DC character like Superman. uh he has energy projection, he has invulnerability, super strength, flight, all the things qualified for that. And he also has another form, which is the villainous void form. So he tries to keep those in check. But if he's in his Sentry form, and people write him in different power levels, but every time it seems that he tends to be one of the most powerful. So to me, when him and Blue Marvel fought, they actually do fight, and it's in, I believe I want to say Blue Marvel. It's either 5 or 6. I can't remember which one it is. It's either 5 or 6. But they fight, and Blue Marvel gets the upper hand for a minute, but Sentry ends up winning the fight. So Sentry wins the fight, but he's like kind of helped off the battlefield. But Blue Marvel collapses. So Sentry wins the fight. So that's why I believe that he could beat Blue Marvel, and he would be a contender for the toughest in Marvel. But there's still one more that can beat him, and he's done so. And to me, he is the strongest that there is. And if you don't know who that is, then you must not read the Hulk or World Breaker Hulk or World War Hulk, because the Hulk was able to not only beat Iron Man, Black Bolt, Mr. Fantastic, and a slew of other heroes, the X-Men and everybody else, single-handedly, but he fought the Sentry to a standstill, one-on-one. making him collapse and had to be carried off the battlefield, leaving Bruce Banner standing in his regular form. But to me, that's a win for the Hulk, because Bruce Banner was still standing. The Sentry converted back to his normal form, and he was no longer able to stand and was carried off. So the strongest person in the Marvel Universe to me is the Incredible Hulk, or World Breaker Hulk, or World War Hulk, whatever you want to call him, but he is the strongest that there is. And if you have a different opinion, put your opinion in the comments on how you feel, because I feel that the Hulk, hands down, is like, and then when I say strongest, I'm talking about physically strong, not cosmically, like, like Galactus or somebody from a different, like the Beyonder or anything like that. I'm talking about physical, pound for pound power, punching power, strength. The Hulk, hands down, is the strongest that there is. And him and the Sentry actually fight in this issue right here, which is World War Hulk number 5. And this is the issue where the Hulk actually beats the Sentry. So that makes him the strongest in the Marvel Universe. That makes him the one to beat if you want to talk about who's the strongest. So there you have it. The Hulk is the strongest. Leave your comments down below. And this is what I unboxed in the video. Sentry number 1 in a 9.0. And this is the first appearance of the Sentry. Thank you guys for stopping by. Y'all have a good one, and I'll catch you in the next video. And thank you guys, because I hit 350 subscribers. I woke up this morning, and Los, shout out to Los, he left a message on one of my videos telling me that I hit 350, and I did not even realize it until I seen that notification. But yeah, I'm at 350 subscribers. Thank you guys. Y'all have a good one.